Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, and today we'll be doing something very interesting. We'll be doing plant propagation in water.
And in these times of COVID, we are all working from home. So I think it's important for us to have a bright and a green working space.
And trust us, having a little green in the house does wonders. So today we have Camellia who's going to teach us how to easily propagate a pothos plant.
So guys, the reason that I have chosen pothos is primarily because I love pothos. My entire house is filled with pothos. And the second thing is that it's an extremely easy and low maintenance plant. So with that, I have this plant here, if you guys can see. This is one of the plants. So we will start with the main cutting first. Take any branch from your main plant which has probably a minimum of 5 to 6 leaves in that one main branch. So I am planning to cut this one, if you can see. This has around 6-7. Yeah. So all of you have your plant cuttings with you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next important thing is to understand nodes. Okay. So I will show you in mine. I don't know if you can look through it or not. You will see these brown colored bumps all over the stem.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So these are nodes. So like this is a node.
Right.
Similarly, this is another node, right? So this is where the roots come from. So this will actually facilitate the growth of further roots. So if you see very closely, I don't know if you can see, there's a tiny root already coming from this point here, right? So now the next thing that we'll do is cut small pieces from this entire branch that we have using these nodes as our reference points. So how are we planning to cut it from using these nodes is now focus on this leaf that I have here. Okay, this one. The concept is that every cutting that you prepare, which needs to be propagated into water, they should have at least one node for structure and then probably 1 or 2 leaves.
Okay.
Cool.
Right? So if I need to probably create 2 cuttings out of this thing, I will make a cut here in the middle, here, because this part here has a node and plus a leaf. Then I will make the second cut here because this then will have a node and a leaf.
Cool. Right.
All done?
All done.
These are my saplings. Show me all.
I have quite the bouquet here.
Then the next step is just take any beaker or a glass, whatever you have, pour water in it and then dunk these plant cuttings inside.
Is there a level? Should I fill it up until?
Just make sure that all of these nodes get water. This is mine.
Nice.
I might put a couple of more cuttings into it because they're still sort of going inside.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a little more.
So guys, now comes the hardest part, is to wait patiently for almost 3 to 4 weeks till the roots start growing from these nodes.
One thing that I don't have, patience. Since now we have to wait and watch, where do you suggest is the best place to keep this jar? One, and secondly, if I want to keep it outside, can I do that?
Okay, so the tips for these next coming 3 to 4 weeks is basically you need to keep the jars somewhere where there is ample amount of sunlight. So if that's outside your place, if that's indoors, it's okay, but I would still suggest that if there is harsh sunlight outside, keep it in a place where it gets a lot of indirect sunlight. So like right beside a glass window.
Yeah.
I think that's an important point to note for people living in countries like India and Dubai. The heat
And
is very
Singapore,
hot.
the sunlight is like so harsh.
Correct.
And the second most important thing is that don't forget to replace the water that you have filled every week with the tap water. Essentially, the tap water contains the essential nutrients, minerals, and the required amount of oxygen, right, which will help the sapling to grow.
So once every week, we have to change.
Once every week.
So guys, we are back after 4 weeks of hard patience that we have kept. And now finally we are here to pot our propagated plant. हमें जल्दी सिखाओ भाई कैसे करना है.
Alright, so let's learn how to pot these. Take a pot this size. The only thing to remember is that any pot that you take should have a hole, because then that helps the water to drain out. Okay. Fill this pot till half of the length with soil, and then all you need to do is plant your the cuttings inside, and then fill the rest with soil again. Uske upar, then we can add manure, fertilizer, whatever you guys have.
I don't have either of those. The potting mix has those, so that's okay, right?
Same for me. Yeah, then that's okay.
Apart from the fertilizer that you normally get from market, there can be two homemade alternatives to it. First is soak eggshell in a glass of water for about a week. That water can then be used as a fertilizer for your plant. Secondly, boil tea leaves in water and use the drained tea leaves as manure.
Okay, how often we need to water this? Because I read somewhere that once you take it out from a water to a soil, it needs to be watered more frequently, and staying true to my Gemini nature. I did Google all of this, so if you have not watched the video, watch it, please.
Gemini characteristics, please.
But how often do I water?
So I think for the initial 1 week, water it probably daily. Just some thoda sa pani de do roz. But after the second week, water it whenever you see that the soil is dry.
But now that Astar has shown us how to pot a pothos, I hope you try it out at home and let us know.
And if you liked watching our video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.
See you next Friday. Bye.